My name's Dave Rushton. I'm with DAF Trucks. I'm one of the fleet sales managers. So we liaise with major national fleet companies throughout the country.
Could you explain a bit about the vehicles behind you?
Yeah, I think probably the key issue in relation to the environment is that these new vehicles, all new trucks in fact, comply with Euro 6 legislation, which in the truck world became mandatory from January the 1st this year. The legislation specifically requires quite tight demands on NOx and particulate emissions. Quite a lot of engineering work's been done in order to enable that, and that means that trucks now, in comparison to when we started the cycle, probably are emitting something like 3% of what they were when this first started. So you can see we've come a long way. But these vehicles are much cleaner than their predecessors, and we're also finding that, almost to our surprise, they're performing more fuel efficiently, and where they're more fuel efficient, not only is it saving cost, but it's reducing carbon footprint as well. So it's a win-win really.
And is the sort of cabin more aerodynamic, and does that help matters?
Well, we're constantly sort of updating aerodynamics. I think you can see from the styling and the additional equipment that's fitted here, the name of the game is to keep the aerodynamic profile down. When you're doing motorway work, probably half of the energy that you're using is actually shifting you through the space. So there's quite an art form in making sure that, for example, tractor units and trailers are matched. Yeah, I mean, we're working in conjunction with our partners Microlise, who are one of the key suppliers to this sector. And from a truck manufacturing perspective, I suppose there's two elements that are key to us. One is to use telematics as an early warning of potential technical issues, so that we find out about it and treat it before it actually becomes a major issue or something that causes downtime. But probably most importantly at the moment is the work that we're doing with effectively driver monitoring or driver performance monitoring. So we're checking for when vehicles are overspeeding or harsh braking, that sort of stuff, and by education working with the operators of the vehicles and the drivers to effectively maximise the opportunity that they've got to get the best out of the engine in terms of fuel economy.
And I believe it's your first time at the Arrive and Drive, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
And what made you decide to attend this year, or exhibit this year?
Well, as I say, we're partnering with our telematics suppliers Microlise, and we felt maybe with the advent of Euro 6 that this was a good opportunity to talk about some of the environmental benefits that have accrued to both businesses.
Excellent, thank you.
You're welcome.